data.
Yo, what's up, Shazoop? Hello, thank you for the good luck. Also, hello to Tyrannosaur. Hello, hello. That's a nice Artari, man. That's actually kind of nice. Not the best Corpus fight, but it was still pretty good. Oh, really? Really had to do that? Dude, what is going on with me in this friggin' D-boost? Holy shit. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and... what the fuck is that? I'm actually gonna go ahead and practice something else for in the meantime. Wait, wasn't I supposed to get checkpointed at the ABUR? What? And now I get the quick climb. Man, what the hell? I'm gonna go and look up what the new setup is for the Amy Warp. I don't even know what it's supposed to do, but I'm gonna take a look at it, see if it's worth doing it over what I'm already doing. I really like doing the unbuffered strat. It's just nice and easy to do. It does have buffers if the enemy's already alerted, but like it's not a big deal. It's a pretty simple buffer, in fact. I know that the faster setup has, I mean, from what I've seen other people do, I don't know how it works. From what I've seen, it has a lot of buffering, but maybe I can figure out a way to reduce the buffering there. Anyway, give me a sec. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna play up to the MU warp and see if I can see if I can find a resource on this new setup. And we'll see how that goes. Faster enemy warp. So found a position that consistently lures the enemy to Samus. For this to work, you must hold L while waiting for the enemy so that Samus has faster acceleration. Speed also includes movement that manipulates the enemy to leave the room. Okay. Let me see what this is about then. It's a sim manip that we already do, for the most part. Okay, so you have to normalize against this wall. And then go, but what I need to understand is what exactly is the visual cue we're looking for here. Okay, I think I see now. This is too much noise in my ears. Oh, I see. The enemy stops at some point. Okay, the enemy actually stops at some point. I'm gonna have to mess around with this a little bit. It seems that the enemy just walks back in pretty fast. Okay. That is pretty fast, yeah. Okay, I think what happens is the enemy is getting... Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna give this a shot. I think I understand what's going on. Alright, let's give it a shot. This might actually work unbuffered or almost unbuffered. If I understand this correctly, this might actually also work unbuffered. Well, what? Oof. If this were a timed run, I'd be pretty mad. That was super slow. But at least I guess I would at least be happy that the thing managed to work, so. Could be worse. What? That was interesting. I just got deep boosted against the... Huh. Okay, let's give this thing a try. Yeah, what's up, Mirror Ghosts? This isn't timed right now. I'm actually trying a new setup that Turvis found. I'm learning a new setup. Did I miss something? Oh, I guess I went a little late. Okay, maybe there is some leniency. Wait. Well, either way, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. I will definitely need luck when I start doing this for real. Yesterday, I had too much luck, so I'm gonna need some more luck today. Okay, wall jump and hold your aim at the wall. I didn't wall jump. Wonder if that is part of the manip. Okay, until you see the searchlight. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if. Okay, then never mind. Not an. I guess unbuffered isn't gonna cut it. Something I'm not doing right. The enemy is not coming back immediately. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, there's something I'm not doing correctly. Okay, I think I'm going to the left too late. Actually, I'm not sure if there's any change to this when the enemy is alerted. Oh, you never actually alert the enemy. Oh, okay, so if you get the bottom spawn, you just wait for the enemy there. Okay, I already messed up then. Oh. Not gonna work. So for this spawn, I don't think it makes much of a difference. No. Okay, I'm gonna use more buffers. Because this isn't working right now. I think I'm going a little late. Oh, she came back too soon, damn. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I see. I see how it is. I wonder how much faster that actually is, though. Too late, huh? I would have liked to see a time comp between the methods. I think that getting the bottom spawn is whatever, literal whatever. If you alert the enemy comes up faster. So that I think that section is probably faster with the setup I was using already with the alerted setup. The rest, I'm not sure. Seems faster. You actually skip a lot of the waiting time that you would have to do here normally, so that seems faster, yeah. Okay. I think I get it. I think that the enemy stops moving once you start going forward, and just kind of starts like just looking around in place. So what you can influence going forward is, I guess, the exact spot where the enemy stops moving, and that's why it is not exactly lenient, but I think I see it. So no, it's not something that you can do unbuffered. No. Oh, I think I'm late. I'm already too late. Yeah. So if the spot where the enemy stops depends on your position, if I were to be in that position to begin with, wouldn't it be more lenient and unbuffer? Wait, I might actually be able to improve this. If I just take like a couple steps forward immediately, wouldn't that just work? Let's try that, chat. We're gonna improve this setup right here. Hold on. No, that's not it. I wonder what makes the enemy stop exactly. I'm gonna need to experiment a little bit and see what happens. I think I'm still gonna do this setup though if I get the bottom spawn. This one seems to be faster anyway. What? I never seen that. I never seen the enemy just stop on the door like that. I figured the enemy would just keep running to you always, but huh. Maybe I do have to continue shooting to remind the enemy that I'm still there. Anyway, I guess I'll do a bit of experimenting with this, see if I can figure out something more. What exactly causes the enemy to stop moving? Is what I want to know. That works. I wonder if the enemy will ever come back. Did it just go down there? I'll tell you what, I never really messed around much with the enemy's behavior. I wasn't the one who figured out how to tackle the other spawns. I think that was Sonic Orochi, so props to Sonic for doing that, because I never had to. Oh, it's already too late. Okay, I still don't understand why the enemy stops moving at the door if you go forward. Because that's what's happening there. Like, with the setup, with Nervous' setup, the enemy stops moving at the door as you move forward to leave. I think that's it. Oh, it was a moment too early. Okay. I think the yellow line of the that represents the room's border has to be like 1/3 of the way almost on the Emmy or past the Emmy. Whatever. I don't think I can explain this myself very well, but I think I know what I want to try to do here. Okay, I think one more frame should do. Alright. Okay, so I understand the concept of this setup. The thing I would like to do is I would like to understand why the enemy stops in different places every time. Why exactly is the enemy stopping? It's like, if I move through earlier, the enemy stops before the door transition, so I don't actually touch the enemy. If I start moving too late, the enemy stops, you know, already through the transition, so I don't get the warp. What I would like to know is if I could use that initial position immediately to make the enemy stop stop like exactly on the door transition, because that's more or less what I'm already doing with the other setup, except I make the enemy stop by being in the position that makes it stop immediately there, like being in the correct position that makes it stop just on the right spot that we want. In this setup, you can just you do the same thing as you're moving forward, but the enemy doesn't stop because it sees you. It stops because something in the AI makes it stop. That's what I want to figure out. Because I figured that if the enemy stops in the place and you just go for and if you can make the enemy stop without having to move, this could potentially be unbuffered, and that would be really nice. That would be even faster. So if that were possible, it would really be worth just switching into this for sure. Because I really like not having to do half these like any of these pause buffers if I can help it. See, then it stops moving, but I don't understand what makes it stop moving. Is it literally just going forward that makes the enemy stop moving? So weird. It was too early. I wonder if there's some kind of Q I could use here. Is there anything else that could make the enemy stop moving? That might be too late. Yeah. I don't like how this is not very lenient. Actually, let me try something else. I could... What if I made a hybrid version of this setup and my setup? Ooh, that was a little too close to the enemy dropping off. Cool. Okay, so... I need to be here. That's like the fifth... You know, tip of the foot touching like the fifth tile coming from the door. I could just figure out a way to set up that distance. Maybe like slide, steps, dash melee, some combo there. Hope then he goes back. Okay, let's see if that works. I think I'm just like a few pixels too far to the left. That was like 1 dash melee plus 8 steps. I just want to see if the distancing works. But 8 steps is a lot. It's probably going to take too long to set that up. I would love to be able to just do this unbuffered. Where? Holy shit. I'm gonna have to wait all this time for the enemy. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh well. Alright, so if the spacing is done correctly, I go as soon as the cone touches. And the enemy's gonna like stop moving because it gets shocked. No, that was... Okay, that's too far to the left. That's not the correct distancing. It's close, but it's not quite there. Maybe if I... Don't free aim on the wall. What if I don't free aim on the wall? Wait. It's still too far to the left. Nah. This isn't gonna work because the enemy's alerted. I don't have a way to despawn the enemy here. I also don't think I have a save file to do this. I mean, I could beat the enemy and then try to do the spacing, but then I can't try the setup again because I don't have the save file for that. So, shame. Oh, you know what I do have? You know what I do have? I do have a third file slot that's 3 minutes and 44. So I have another start of the run. I could save here, do the Emmy warp, beat the Emmy, and still have a run file. Okay, that's it.
Uploading data.
That's what we're gonna do, chat. That's a very short talk. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm supposed to slide Phantom. Yo, Emmy's really furious, dude. Emmy knows something is up, damn. Oh. Bitch. Bitch. Wait, I didn't think the Emmy was gonna stomp me there. I thought it was safe. Damn it. Chat, you never know with the Emmys. You just never know with the Emmys. What is the best way for me to get rid of the Emmy? Is the question here. I would figure the best way is to just do the Emmy warp and do it successfully, and then just come here and do the spacing. So this is when the Emmy is alerted. I could try to step here. I think this is more or less the distance I had before. But then I would have to alert the enemy beforehand. Right? What if I tried that? Dash melee plus 8 steps. What if I tried that? And then just start shooting to alert the enemy. On purpose. Oh. The snapback. If this works though, that'd be really cool. Oh, that barely worked. I guess it wasn't far left enough, damn. Alright. Alright then. It's just, at this point, it's really just a matter of trying, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have saved over, but it's okay. I can always use the edge of the morph tunnel instead. It might just create a different position anyway. If I do that. Alright, just let the enemy go. Lean on the wall. 1 dash melee. 2 dash melees. 1, 2, 3. That actually seems to be it. Wonder if that works. Oh my god. Please. What's the Amy doing, man? Okay, so this is supposed to work unbuffered. I don't even know if I'll have enough time to set this up with 2 dash melees. To do it faster. Is them even gonna come ever? This is so hopeless. Okay, that's something. I hear the beeping. Is it finally gonna come this way? Okay, that does work. That does work. 2 dash melees and 3 steps. But is it possible to input that in time for before the enemy comes back? That's the question. Nah. And the enemy went away. But I could do... If I could find the... If I could find the alert set of position, I could still do this fast. It probably wouldn't matter as much. Like, because unbuffered, I need to have time to be in position. But if I want to do the alert setup, which is buffered, then... I mean, if I alert the enemy doing it, so be it. But I still have to figure out the positioning for that. No, that's not it. Wait. That's it? Yeah. So, like, the idea is there, but... Two dash melees and 3 steps. I mean, technically it should be 2 steps for the other setup, right? Because it's 4 steps for one, 3 steps for the other in my other setup. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay. 2 dash melees, 2 steps. That might actually be possible to do in time before the enemy comes back. I wonder. Oh, I messed up. Is there another way to get here? It's too complicated. I think I'm a little too far to the right. No, that worked. Huh. What did I what did I do? Wait, what did I do? Oh, what did I actually just do? Is this consistent? Wait, that worked though. Jump in place. One step. Free aim. So jump towards the wall. Don't hold free aim. Land, free aim, slide forward. Let her stop. Jump forward. One step. Okay, let's see if this works though. This might actually be fast enough. But the enemy didn't come back. The enemy didn't come back. That's a shame. I wonder if it's better that I just keep the door closed. Oh no, Demi had to be alerted for this one. This isn't gonna work. I don't know. I don't understand how Demi works. Seems too much trouble to be worth it. Oh, the snapback doesn't help. No, I don't want any setups that snap back in Rune. Never mind. What? That's just dumb. I think this should have worked, but I paused way too late. The damage just stopped at the door and I got snapback halfway through the slide. Bro, what the hell? That is just stupid. Stop it with the snapback. I can't even play the game, man. It's so dumb. Okay, I want to try to do the setup with the same steps, but instead do the positioning I was trying to go for. See if I can fit that in. Because if I could do that, that'd be really cool. Again, I did, dude. Oh my god, I can't even do a slide without getting snapback. Okay, I mean, I guess I can be in position, but then it just doesn't come back. It might be this threshold here that we use to, like, make the enemy turn around as it goes up. Maybe it does the same thing that makes the enemy... Yeah, okay, that's it. I sure don't have time to get to this spot and then back as the enemy comes in. There's no way. Oh, the enemy goes back? The enemy actually goes back when it stops moving. Huh. Oh. Too late, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think my ideas aren't gonna work because I think that as soon as I go past that circle in the background, the enemy will just turn around and doesn't come back. It might be some kind of I don't know, what should I call this? Not pathing or some kind of trigger point here for the enemy that once you go past here, the enemy reacts to this movement here. I don't know. Some kind of node that makes the enemy like want to chase you or whatever. Okay, for this spawn, I think the fastest is still going in for the alerted setup. Because enemy alerted moves faster than enemy unalerted, so that's it. Oh shit. Damn it, I landed too close to the enemy and I didn't even get shots off. I got regular beam shots. Wow. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, I can do a few tries at the spacing there, but the problem isn't the spacing itself, it's that as soon as I get past that little breakpoint that affects how the enemy moves, the enemy just doesn't come back to the room. So even if I were to find a fast setup for the positioning there, I don't think it even matters. Because the enemy just doesn't care. It just goes back away. Unless I could figure out like a... So this is the unbuffered spot. Or the unalerted spot, and this one is the alerted spot. Right here. It's just behind the wheel, though. So if I could get to this spot here with a couple steps, and then slide as I hear the door opening, I could alert the enemy. So, how do I get to this point fast? Six steps? Not quite 6, but like in between 6 and something more. I think that's too far. It was. I need to get a screenshot of the exact positioning I was using before I started. Okay, so the cannon isn't quite touching the circle. It's just a little bit before, right? There's a little spacing before the circle between the cannon, the tip of the cannon, and the circle. I am going to save this as a screenshot for reference. I'm going to see if I can nail getting into this position fast before the enemy comes back. And then as the enemy comes back, I would slide forward to get into the correct position. And maybe fire a shot to get the enemy alerted. If I can do this, the setup would be mega fast. You can also try to work that in reverse. Wait, that's not the same spot. Wait. Wait. This should be the alerted setup. Why? It's giving me the same... Wait, what am I doing wrong? Well, not pretty much the tip of the cannon touching the border of the circle thing. If this is the cue I gotta work with, I might have done something wrong with the movement here. Maybe I free-aimed? Maybe I free-aimed before I did the slide. Okay, that's it. No free aim gets me here. Tip of the cannon touches this thing. Okay, so whatever works, right? So this should be the unbuffered spot. But step 6 too long. This should work too with the free aim forward, right? No, dash melee is too far as well, so that's not gonna work. Slide is even farther. Okay, that is actually the spot, isn't it? Might be too far. Actually, it looks way too far to the left, but might be it. So, wait. That's it. Okay. So you just don't free aim. You land melee to buffer a jump forward. Free aim slide forward as soon as the enemy opens the door. No. That's not it. This might be too, no, this is too far to the left. That's not gonna work. Nah. I don't know what I did the first time, but this isn't working now. Or I might be getting different results because the valve is open. Damn it. Okay. How do I... How do I recognize this cue? The border of the tiles is exactly in the middle of like, not exactly in the middle, but exactly between Samus's feet. The tip of the cannon is just underneath the light. That I'm not sure how to, not sure what's a good cue for this, but. Even with the frame, this is the cue that I get. Tip of the cannon touches the border of the circle. I mean, I can work with that. That's very easy to recognize here. How do I do that, though? It's not actually touching, is it? Okay, I think that's a bit further to the left than before. Okay, 8 steps from there. Easy. That might work, but 8 steps is a lot. I mean... This is a little too far. Okay. I mean, if I go fast, problem is I might just get snapback doing this. I want to try that. So what is it? Instead of free aiming, just shoot? Then free aim slide... Oh, God. This gets me in place, and then I have to free aim again to be ready for this. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but if it actually does work, then it might even be faster than the other setup, because you skip most of the pause buffering. Yo, what's up, Tatsush? Thank you for the good lucks. I'm messing around with Torfu's setup for Emmy Warp. I understand the setup now. I think. Oh, bro. I forgot to go to the circle. Now, anyway, I think I understand Torfu's setup. Just, I just don't like the visual cue. It works. It works. The visual cue is just pause buffering until you see something specific, and I am trying to hopefully reduce the amount of pause buffering that goes into it. See if I can make that work. No, that's not gonna work. Bro, I'm shooting, what? Hello? Okay, first off, this wasn't gonna work. I got a weird stutter after landing. Weird stutter step, that wasn't gonna work anyway. I was shooting though, and then he ignored. What? Nah. I need to shoot later, maybe. I'm not liking how many inputs I have to do to get that position though. Them is just ignoring me. What the hell? Emmy, yo, bro. Oh my god. Dude, I no idea what's gonna make that work. Okay, if I get the bottom spawn, I'll just do the alert setup. And I mean, I'm not gonna get it because this is the only spawn I'm gonna use in runs. If I don't get first try, I'm not gonna continue the run anyway, so... This is the one I'm gonna have to use. That didn't work out. Most of the time I just misinput something or snapback and it just won't work. Oh, nice. This time. Oh, God. Why don't you just go to the door, you dumbass? I was gonna say, wow, Emmy's finally going to the door, but no. I had to do the worst thing possible, which is going into the tunnel. Stupid Emmy. No. I mean, that's the correct positioning for the alert setup, but by the time I get there, the enemy's already past the door, it seems. It just seems like I cannot win with this positioning here. There is another thing I could try though. If the enemy insists in not in just ignoring me, what if I do the alerted setup immediately? Probably not gonna work, right? Well, I don't know. I might just have to go with that setup anyway. I can figure out any way to make this easier. You know what? This is something I could practice a little bit. If I usually when I get the last spawn, the last parry timing, I literally waste 10 seconds doing pause buffers. If I can figure out a slower pause buffer, that still works. No, of course that's not gonna work. I'm not supposed to alert the enemy too early. You know what? I might not figure out a way to do this without alerting the enemy. The enemy doesn't seem to care if I'm at a certain distance away from it. But actually, you know what? Maybe if I could make this work. No, Dammy. God dang it. Dammy went back up the ceiling. Well, actually, wait, I have another plan. Damien El Padawan. Yo, welcome on in, Damien. Hello. And technically this should work as far as positioning goes. I wonder if firing a missile could work to alert the enemy. So here's what I'm trying to do, Chad. I'm trying to get in position just as the enemy starts to leave the door so that I alert it and then immediately run into it on the transition. It's gonna be kind of tight, I imagine. Oh! The enemy just went back. Oh god. Why does the enemy just come back for no reason? I beat this game 20 times. Nice. That means you're enjoying it. That's great, man. This is the positioning, but Amy just doesn't want to come back. Oh no. Oh, I know. Of course. The answer was obvious. Okay, no, wait. Why don't I just go back to the slide position before the circle? That would probably make Demi come back to the room, right? No? Ah, I guess I was wrong about this. Damn. I don't understand what makes Demi come back. Scumbag, Amy. Green shield, plasma beam. You know it. I don't think we have any plasma beams, any plasma covers, in categories. Oh, I'm too close, aren't I? Uh-oh, I'm in danger. I, for some reason, started using Phantom Cloak too soon. Okay, I really just don't know what to do about this. Maybe just follow the steps as written and that's it. No! Okay, that's already not gonna work. And sometimes the Amy just doesn't go back. Dude, this Amy is so mysterious. What? My least favorite one is the blue one. I don't think I have any particular. I guess my least favorite is the broken Amy because it looks broken, I guess. Okay, so the other setup is probably a bit faster, but I don't see it being that much faster. Like maybe somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds, and maybe 10 is being a little generous. Okay. Okay, I can actually delay the pause quite a bit. The blue one. I suppose my least favorite would be the broken Amy, the first one from the tutorial. The one I don't, I don't necessarily hate the Amy's or dislike them. I guess my least favorite in terms of their abilities would be the yellow one. The yellow one has the speed booster. It's really fast. If you mess up anything, the enemy just catches you. Very unforgiving. Okay, now if the enemy just comes back immediately... Why is the enemy stalling there? What? Emmy, are you seeing this? The enemy's just stuck there. It's not moving. What? Emmy doing? What? The blue Emmy is like 2 feet away? What? No, the blue Emmy doesn't get alerted like the others. Oh, that was actually late. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna repeat the Torvus setup a few times. See how you get a feel for it. Oh, I messed up. The sensor thing. Oh, the sensor thing for the blue one is pretty big. I mean, it's as big as the... No, actually a little bigger than the others. Because you get frozen when it's kind of far from you, right? It is pretty nasty. You get frozen and it just catches you. I also don't like that one, but I think I'm a bit more scared of the yellow one anyway. Anyway, but fun fact, the blue Emmy doesn't have an alert mode, I think. If the blue Emmy spots you, it goes for you, but I don't think the thing ever locks down. Wait, I messed up. I'm supposed to come here. Oh no. I forgot. I'm supposed to come back here. I keep mixing up the muscle memory. I'm just so used to going straight to the door because I do the unbuffered setup. This is going to be a work in progress. I would like to try this in runs and see how this compares. If I do get a first try, I'm not even sure I can get a gold because it still needs good movement, fast seam pseudo, right? /N? Oh, that was too soon. Wait, why are you using /N? That's very sus. Why are you using /N to do your line separators? Microphone, okay. That's weird. Why does it give you a /N? Oh, no. Okay, this is what I don't like about the setup. It's just a lot of pause buffering. I know that's how it works, but I was so happy not having to do pause buffers for this thing. I think the setup can be fast, but the pause buffers just bloat the time here. Ice Enemy just snaps you on side, which kills you if you have no energy tanks. Yeah, it does deal damage pretty fast. Luckily for me, it's not a problem in all bosses and restricted. Okay, hold on a sec. I need to follow the Namatasu setup. That should work. No, that didn't work. Wow. That should have worked. It should just barely have worked. You did not win, Damien. I'm sorry. It's just a silly slot machine game. You don't actually get to win anything. I'm just giving out the warning, the disclaimer. You don't actually win anything with the slot machine. You just see the game running on screen. It's no big deal. But it also doesn't cost a lot of points, so. Okay, that should work. Okay, that does work. Okay, so it can be fast if you reduce the number of pause buffers. This is definitely faster than doing the unbuffered setup. I get this one, I'll do the alert. So I guess I do have to keep shooting to keep the enemy's attention on me. Otherwise the enemy kind of stops on the door, and that's silly. That's it. Alright. Alright, I don't know what to do here, Chad. I could try to go for the Torva setup. I think I might try to do that in runs, actually. But the problem is that it's very tight. It is kind of tight. It's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 frames of leniency, maybe? I don't like that. These runs are already kind of tough. The unbuffered setup just makes it so easy to go through. And I can still get a sub-hour easy peasy. I was on an ad. Well, the slot machine plays a minigame on screen, so you actually see the numbers rolling. And even if you win the minigame, you don't really get much out of it. So I was just doing the disclaimer. Nothing much. You don't actually gain anything if you win the slot machine minigame. Just letting you know. You do win honor and glory. It's not much, but... Did you see the slot machine? Well, here's what it looks like when you play it. And I lost. Because of course I lost. Alright, let's go ahead and start doing runs again. I've been at this for too long. I could not figure out a good way to do that. But I'll leave that save file there to maybe mess around with it another time. I've spent too much time on that. But anyway, I did learn the new setup, which is cool. I'm wondering if I want to use that or not, because if I mess up the setup to that, I'm just gonna go back to the unbuffered setup. Oh, I think the shot got buffered through the melee. Fun. Well, I have played this game hundreds of times as a speedrunner. I don't even know how many times it is that I've beaten this game. I beat this game a lot of times. Oh my god. And I say that while choking the easiest movement of the game. I'm actually gonna reset. I don't want to have a PB. I don't want to risk getting a PB. Wait, I'm supposed to go to main menu. What the heck? I don't want to risk getting a PB that has that rocky start. Nah. We're not doing that. I actually still want to play a little bit of The Adventures of Elliot, the demo. I haven't touched the demo. I showed it to you guys that I have downloaded the demo yesterday, but I didn't actually get to play the game yet. It's probably the game I'm looking forward to the most this year. I know now it's coming out in June, so plenty of time to wait for it. Sadly. But they do have a demo, so I guess I can get a feel for what gameplay is going to be like. I'm hoping it's good. I think I'll give it a shot later. When I get tired of doing attempts. Oh, no. Oh. I was accidentally holding the missile button. Not what I meant to do. 282. That was really close. By the way, the slot machine rules are this. You win if you get the same number 3 times in a row, right? You win if you get something like 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, etc., right? And so on. So on average, you have a 1 in 100 chance of getting a win. That's it. If you get a win, then you'll enter the Hall of Fame of the Arkandy Club. I should probably do something like that. Show on stream. Like at the end of the stream, show the names of the people that won the slot machine minigame. Maybe should. Okay. Nah. Nah. I'll have to try again. Wait, why did I pin this? I must have clicked on accident. I didn't mean to pin this. What? Yeah. That was weird. Alright. Man, I wish I had more success rate at Emmy Bump. Emmy Warp is what it is. It's just down a luck, pure luck. But Emmy Bump is still partially down to reaction time. I wish I could make that a bit more consistent so I don't have to reset so much. Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to do. This is a really bad start. Oh my, I'm losing like 4 seconds already? Gee. Let's see if I can get a win here. Nope. 070 00, that was close. Okay. Oh god, I have to mute for a bit because my neighbors are doing, I don't even know what they're doing, but it's super noisy. Okay, chat, I'm gonna have to mute for a bit. Okay, I think the noise is over. Time to unmute. Anyway, I'm glad you appreciate the minigames, Damien. I had the idea of... I haven't made it yet, but... I had the thought of maybe making more of those minigames eventually. Maybe one day. Hey, that was bad. The Corpi is fine, and my PB was also super bad. This puts me more or less even with base.
Uploading data.
Not a very good fight. Alright, I hope I can at least make it to calories on this attempt. Imagine choking the D-boost of all things. Like the D-boost into the Artaria elevator, which I thought I'd never have to practice again. You never know. Damn it. Oh no. I lost a good 3 seconds on that platform with Butterfingers. So that was the 408 Morph Ball segment. Yeah. Yeah, running against that is gonna be rough. I just happened to have my best ever Morph Ball segment in that run. Which can probably be faster with the Torvus setup, but we'll see about that in a minute. Nice. That was a good climb, but the Simsudo took way too long. Alright, let's try the thing. Let's try the thing. Aww. That's that. It does look faster though. I was doing the parry at about 3 minutes in. Which does look pretty fast. Man, what I wanted to investigate more than the setup itself is it would be to fix the Emmy spawn so we can get the parry. And that already is kind of possible because that seems to be the default spawn on that door. Just I can't get that from inside the Emmy zone is the thing. We could just fix the spawn. That would be far better than a, I don't know, a 5 or 10 second time save. I don't even know how much time that setup saves, but I'm starting to see that it does save a good chunk of time. Man, I'm getting tired of the Emmy bump more than the Emmy warp, I'll be honest. It's like one out of every 3 runs goes through Emmy warp, and I don't even know what's the chance for Emmy bump right now. Maybe one out of 5 or something. So anywhere from 1 out of 9 runs actually is a valid attempt at a PB, or 1 out of 15, somewhere in between. That just doesn't sound like a fun time, chat. It would be much better if every single run could be a valid attempt. But no. That's just unrestricted in this game. Alright, this is a good start to the run. Good climb, good blob, good fight. Not perfect, but good fight. Is I missed like half my missiles. This is so bad. Holy crap, dude. Jeez, 15 seconds. I missed half my missile in phase 2. That's really bad. Really, really bad. That actually managed to be worse than the PB fight.
Uploading data.
Ooh, is this gonna be another goal? I think movement overall was good into the segment, wasn't it? The fight was good. The mashing was good too. So that might just be it. I think the fight with the central unit could have been a little better, but the mashing was very good, so nice. Mini gold. That is my first 245 on the Emmy. That snapback to the left, bro. All right. I only didn't get the quick climb and the deboost wasn't perfect, but it's still a good run through. Okay, we're pretty much on same pace as PB. Too bad that the Corpus fight was so bad. The rest was very close to golds. Man, I have yet to get a clean weave through that section. Always grab a freaking ledge to snap back. So hard to go through there. Wow, that was fast. Oh. Man, that mashing was so bad. My grip was super bad there. God damn it! Oh my god! Okay, that is gonna be a gold, but it's not gonna be a big gold. It's like 2 or 3 seconds. It is gonna be a gold though, but I don't. Where did I lose time? Was it just the CU fight that I lost time? I mean, it was faster, but it's not that much faster, and I actually had decent movement. I actually had a very fast Sim Pseudo. I lost some time to that weave before Adam. That might be where I lost most time in this segment. I even got the D-boost up red elevator. But the CU fight was a little iffy. I didn't do a good match there. Yeah, not a good match and also not a good missile fire rate. The essential unit fight was pretty bad. All in all, like the weave time probably balances out with the fast sim pseudo compared to the PB. But the CU fight was probably like a 3 or 4 second time loss. Which means the setup isn't all that much faster than the unbuffered variant. I would have to see a comparison side by side at this point to know for sure. I figure I should have saved more time though. But it could have just been the central unit fight. At this point, it's pretty hard to contend for a gold Emmy Warp, honestly. This segment is getting stacked. Jesus Christ. Dude, skip the cutscene, what the heck? Oh my god, that's bad. That was a super bad fighting segment. Didn't I say something that there's no way I'm gonna beat this gold? Or it's gonna be hard to play against the 408? And then we pulled the 406? Unbelievable. Oh my god, why? Yeah, one day I'll get good crate RNG, but this is not that. Holy crap, brother. Fuck! Are we serious, dude? Bro, what is this crate? What is this bullshit crate, dude? Why, dude? Why is it every single time? Unfreaking believable. What is this garbage RNG every single time, dude? I just can't. You can't make this up, man. It's so bad. That's like the worst phase 1 I could have possibly had. Like, none of the missiles were connecting. Shit. And then phase 2 gives me nails and I'm out of missiles. Imagine getting spit and still being out of missiles while doing no damage whatsoever phase 1. I've... I can't remember the last time I had a good crate fight. Holy shit. What? What? Oh my goodness! What the fuck? How do I have gravity ball? I morphed twice to undo it, and I still have gravity ball? Dude, this game sucks. What? Oh, I just can't, man. This slide setup and the gravity ball, unbelievable. Oh, that's different. That's the first time I opened the door along with the quick charge shot. That's interesting. That was a very clean section with the pseudos. Plus that door opening sooner. This might be like a one in a lifetime chance at a pretty interesting gold. Huh. Holy crap. Never mind. She decided to slide instead of jump morph. Damn. If I didn't make that movement mistake, this could have actually been like a 45. Unlucky. I think I may still gold it by a little bit, but it could have been so much more. Yeah. Could have actually been like a 45. 46 guaranteed, but maybe 45. Okay, gold pays for this section, I think. Time to get serious. Thank you for the good luck, Prince. Oof. Snapback, stop. For real, snapback, fuck. I don't know if you realized, but that was actually dangerous. I shrine sunk in the wall. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. I think I still have skew. We'll find out in a few seconds. I still have skew. Weird flash shift, but okay. Very acceptable. Very acceptable. We're still in the game. That's cool. It's actually almost as good as, almost as bad as PB, but PB wasn't even that bad. It's just, I think I have that 144 was pretty darn clean. I only lost time on that flash shift as far as I'm concerned. The clip was pretty good, getting into Frozen Brainia. Alright. Gold. That's a big gold, I think. Okay, relatively big. Shit. That's bad. That's very bad. Not getting that short boost was really bad. Really, really, really bad. That's actually 10 seconds gone down the drain right there. Not even kidding. It's really bad. I just hope I don't get the left to right pattern. That's all I want. That's all I ask for. Just don't give me that pattern game. Just anything but that, please. No. Is that a Hobbit skew? That didn't work for some reason. Okay. Fucking... Screw attack is really fun sometimes. Okay, that's not even that bad. Z57 is just... I'm losing 10 seconds on top of not the ideal RNG in the fight anyway, but whatever. I still have a good chunk of time to save in this segment if, one, I don't mess up in movement in Artaria, and two, if I get a good pattern at Z57. I haven't had that yet. I could probably save like 5 seconds or more in a gold. Okay, good. Good movement up to this point. Alright, I have decided not to do the Shine Spark through here. I just fly shift and try my very darn best to not lose skew. That's what I do here. That was bad, but there were a few moments there I could have lost skew if I kept going forward, so I'm glad I lose time, but don't lose the run. Oh. Okay. Okay, very good base into SQ. And we get the 2-cycle. Yo, maybe gold? Maybe gold? Yo! Okay. Okay. That's a good gold. Oof. I didn't lose skew because I was holding free aim, thankfully. That's a small angle, I think. It's gonna take a little longer than I would like. Never mind. Good. Okay, okay. Somehow I lost time in this segment. How did I lose time? How did I lose 6 seconds or 7? Wait. How did I lose so much time here? Huh? Was it the gravity skip? I had to repeat the skews a lot, but... Yo, Namatosu! Yo! What's up, Meta? We're running it back. Running it back. I stopped mashing a little too soon. Okay, that actually golded nice. No, 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 fuck. Fuck, that loses a lot of time, man. Shit. Oh, yeah, fuck me, dude. That loses a lot of time. Alright, that I think is the last clip. Yeah, man, you have to build the Shine Spark again, and I have to go back to the other room to do that. This one is especially bad to fail. Slow pattern, of course. Shit. I messed it up again. Perfect. Great. Oh my god. I need to go practice this shit again. That's really bad. It's the Shine Sync and not getting the one cycle. This is a huge time loss. Not to mention that even if I do get a sub-hour on now, it's just gonna suck because I didn't get the one cycle drug. It's not gonna be a good representation of this category without the one cycle. Well. I get it, I get it. I don't care. Oh shit, am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm so stupid. Wrong muscle memory, fuck me. That loses 5 seconds, G. You know, with all this time save, it's time to go for a 58. You know, the day somebody finds a way to fix the Emmy warp spawn, I might do that. I do not have the mental fortitude to grind this for another minute time save. Even though the sum of best shows that it is feasible. Oh boy. What's not feasible is sitting here through a billion resets. That's a big time loss. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. It is. It is. Man, that's a big time loss for this silly segment. I wish I didn't miss so much time in Intergovern. I don't know if you saw, but I'm back to when you were. Oh, I didn't know that. I hope we got a good time, Prince. Hope we got a good time. I hope the game gives you some good RNG. Because RBX is really disgusting, man. Okay, good fight. Okay. Not first try, but first bomb cycle, so that's good. We take that. Okay, that should be faster than PB, but nowhere close to gold. That gold is really hard to get. This is gonna come close. Like, first half of the run was pretty good overall. But this half is costing me a bunch of time. Let's go. Okay. What? What? She didn't spark? What the fuck, dude? Holy shit. What? What the fuck was that? She didn't go up? What? I didn't put the spark up? What was that? Brother, what? That is the only way I'm not getting the time that I want is just mess ups like that. I can't even, dude. I just can't even. I just... what? What? I just can't, dude. I think I'm gonna do this just to be sure. Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm gonna need to get a really good Hanubia now. That's bad. That's bad. That's gonna be even slower than PB. I really don't have much time to spare now. Real. Okay, not the best, but good enough. It is gonna be... Well, I actually died here in my PB, so anything would be better than that. Thanks, man. It's a work in progress. Still a ways away from the top mashers, but we get in there. We get in there. Okay. What the fuck? Stand still, bitch. Holy shit. So that's about my gold. This fight can be a lot better still, both RNG and raking. But that's gonna be close to my gold, so we still have a shot at this. Okay. Okay, there it is. 59:47. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Holy crap. I feel like I have to say this every run I do, but like, this run sucked. We actually had a pretty good Morph Ball segment and a few golds throughout, and I'm really happy with that. But man, some of the mistakes were just, oh, dude, facepalm moments. Anyway, GG's chat, GG's Prince, GG Dio, GG Namatasu, GG Meta. Let's go check that I actually did an all bosses run and not a some bosses run. Yeah, man, you can look at my sum of best. So we're 2 minutes off sum of best. If this were just about any other category, I would think that grinding to at least 1 minute off sum of best could be feasible. But like going through ME Warp is such a pain. Alright, 122.03, 30 bosses defeated. That's that. GG's. Thank you for watching this run, guys. See you next time. And that is going to conclude the run for today. So with that run done, thankfully, thank goodness we done that run. Holy. Thank goodness that sub-hour is done. I can now move on to any percent NMG, chat. Which is going to be its own cup of poison, I guess. But at least we don't have ME Warp to worry about. We'll only have Screw Attack, Short Boost, and Storm Skip. Yep. So I'm gonna have to de-rust on that now. Well, not now. I'm happy to be done with Dread for today. But next time I play this, it's gonna be for 80% MG. I already have save files. I actually still have the practice files in Run Bros profile that I was using last time I played NMG. So the practice files are already set. I just have to practice. I do have a storm skip file and a screw attack short boost file. I also think I got an Atom/Hell pseudo, so perfect. But I'll have to do a few derust runs and practice next time. So look forward to that, chat. For today, I'm going to take a quick break, and I actually want to try the Adventures of Valley. This is just the demo. The real game will be out in June, but it looked interesting, so I want to see what the gameplay is like. And we'll play a little bit of this, and that will be it for today's stream anyway. Appreciate you all guys hanging out here in chat and watching the stream. Thank you for sharing your energy. We actually got that sub hour today. I'm so happy I can move on to another category. I don't hate all bosses unrestricted. Actually, in fact, it's probably the best unrestricted category to play because you only have one RNG trick. 80%, 100% have to do raw RBX, and that sucks ass. And this category doesn't do that. Only warp. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that I've had sessions where I didn't get past enemy warp even once. So that just feels really bad to just sit through an entire gaming session with nothing to show for it. Not even getting past categories is just so bad. Anyway, I'll be right back, chat. Oh yeah, actually, I'll be done with this stream on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube. I'll continue the demo stuff on Twitch. Bye.